This is what I'm saying. It needs to be reconciled. At the end of the day, we are human beings, all from children of Adam. We are all related. Right?
We are. But then I'm an upgrade. Through Jesus.
You can believe you're an upgrade by worshipping other than God and committing the greatest sin.
I only worship God.
Right. So
cool.
So let's go back to your other example because
because I don't have time. I don't want to say. You just said the great point that I worship other than God.
Yeah.
And cool. Before we start, I say 1 + 1 + 1 equals 3. So now we can accept that I have a basic knowledge of maths to the point that I can say 1 × 3 equals 3, right?
Sorry?
1 + 1 + 1 equals 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you agree? So, but I'm saying the Father, the Son, and the Holy Trinity, the Holy Spirit is one. So now, someone that has a basic knowledge of maths that understands 1 × 3 is 3, why is he saying that the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit is one? When Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life, did he claim to be 3 people? What did you make of it?
Okay. So if somebody says, I am X, Y, and Z, I'm a professor, I'm a mathematician, I'm a politician. Now, these are my what? My roles that I have as an individual. But I'm still one human being with different roles. Now, in your case, do you believe there's one person which is God?
Yeah.
No, you don't.
I believe in one God.
Do you believe God is one person?
I believe, so when you say person, so I believe the Son is the truth. I believe the Spirit is the way, and I believe that the Father is the life. But the beauty of this is that I also believe that the Son is the truth, the way, and the life.
Okay.
I believe the Holy Spirit is the truth, the way, and the life. And I believe the Father is the truth, the way, and the life. Okay. Do you get it? So
is the Father the Son?
Is the Father the Son? No. So, like I said,
So no, right? So they're distinct.
Distinct in the sense of persons.
Hang on.
Yeah.
So how many persons is God?
So there's 3 persons.
So 3 persons, fine. So in my example, I can be a mathematician, a professor, and a politician. But how many persons am I? 1 person.
1 person, exactly.
So in your case, it's not like that. There are actually more than 1 person. Yes? So you believe there is actually 3 distinct persons. So each person, are they God or not God?
So they all have the same will.
That's not what I'm asking.
No, I'm answering. So they all have the same will.
Okay.
And they are God. I'll tell you why. And I'll explain why. So when I say that the Father, the Son, and the Holy Trinity, now, I believe the Holy Trinity is a formula, is an equation. Yeah? So the equation is, you have to access the truth, which is the Son. The Son is the truth. Okay. Now, when you access the truth, you have access to the way, which is the Holy Spirit. Now, in the Holy Spirit, things happen. Like sin, you no longer have a lust for sin. You no longer want to sin, right? Now, in doing that, so in accessing the truth, through the way, you access the life, which is the Father. So when Jesus says, he has seen me, has seen the Father, it's actually explaining this formula, the equation of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The Holy Trinity.
Good.
Yeah?
So let me come back to this.
Yeah.
Before the universe was created, before any creation took place, you believe the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit existed?
Yeah.
Okay. Was the Son dependent on the Father or independent of him?
They're all one. When the Father corrects, John 1:1, and you've heard it many times, I'm sure. In the beginning, was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God.
What was my question? Sorry, I asked you.
Do you believe they're independent or they're reliant? They're reliant on one another.
Because you are too much background noise.
It's not even that.
Because you have to go.
Yeah.
So let's talk about only this point.
Yeah.
Do you agree anyone who is dependent on someone or something is not self-sufficient?
If he's dependent on something that's external, then he's not self-sufficient.
No. Anyone who is dependent on something other than himself, other than himself, is not self-sufficient.
God is not dependent on anything.
I'm not talking about God. I'm saying, generally speaking, anyone like me and you, or even God.
No, not God.
If,
not God. Different.
If someone is dependent on someone else,
they're not self-sufficient.
then they're not self-sufficient. Do you agree?
Human, I agree.
Not about human.
No, not God though.
No.
Yeah.
So if God is dependent on this tripod for him to exist,
does God want your worship?
Excuse me, Jordan. Listen.
Does God want your worship?
Please try to understand.
Does God want your worship?
Try to understand the question we are addressing. You're not addressing the point.
Sorry,
Jesus Christ.
Let me get out.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
you know what?
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm gonna. Are you here next Sunday?
I'll make my point and you can go.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Are you here next Sunday? Go ahead.
God willing.
Yeah, amen.
Jesus is not self-sufficient because he was dependent on the Father.
No, see,
that's why he's not God.
You're talking about, okay, so you've heard the argument that Jesus is 100% man, 100% God, right?
So he's 50% God and 50% man.
No, 100% God, 100% man.
Do you know maths? If you're 100% God, 100% man, that means you're 50% God, 50% man.
Divinity. Okay, fully man, fully God. Do you agree with that?
If you are fully man and fully God,
Yeah.
do you know what that means?
So Jesus was fully man and fully God.
Do you know what that means?
I know what it means.
No, you don't. I'll tell you what it
What
means.
is
It means God is infinite and finite at the same time. God is knowledgeable and ignorant at the same time.
God bless you, son.
Yeah?
I'll see you next time.
You're saying, Jordan, God is knowledgeable and ignorant at the same time. Infinite and finite at the same time. Makes no sense.
God is love,
Makes no
right?
sense.
God is love. I answer the question. God is love, and love is humble. In his humility,
Talk about God before the creation took place. Don't bring human beings in. Before creation took place.
In God's humility, because love is humble, right, and God is love. In his humility, he has walked as a man to show
You
us
bring
that
a man in. Don't bring man in. It's complicating things. Before creation. Before creation comes along, you believe there's three gods. Three gods. Three gods. I'm afraid Christianity, really, you need to wake up, people.
Your God depends on human.
Let me speak. So, my dear Christians,
to show his mercy.
you need to really rethink and reflect on your theology, because Jesus Christ himself says, I'm going to my God and your God. Yeah, my God and your God. So if Jesus was a God, how can he be God? Think about it. Think about it.
Yourself is a pagan, a black stone worshipper.
Hey, stop worshiping the people. In the name of the Holy, in the name of the Father, the Holy, in the name of the Son, the Holy.
They are taking